Cold start today. Hope it warms up. Truck said it was 32 or 33 degrees this morning. So gonna be a little brisk to start. Hopefully it warms up like I said. But what we're working on today is filling in the rest of those rafters and then sheathing everything. So I'm starting to work on this that I'm going to be using for the main valley rafter. I am going to be cutting just segments of it, like a 2 or 3 foot piece for the top, 2 or 3 foot piece for the bottom. I haven't cut a valley rafter in a couple of years, so I don't want to mess up the actual finish rafters, so I'm going to use this as template. And yeah, I'll figure this out. Okay, so I have the top cut where it's going to tie into the ridge that comes along here and the ledger board that goes along here. So I'm just going to cut this off somewhere over here because this is just going to be a template piece. And then I'm going to cut another section to make the bird's mouth and the tail cut, and that'll be a template for the bottom. Once I get both of those good, I will just hold those in place and measure my lengths. That's the easiest way I can think of doing it. Okay, so I have my, call it jig or template piece down here. I have a bird's mouth cut, I have my tail cut, and up there I have my other template piece, and that has both angle cuts in there, and all we did was run a tape measure from that down to the tip here, and that gets me the rafter length for the valley rafter length for this, and I can use both of these for jigs. And I just do the reverse for over there. That will be reusable on the other side as a template. This is kind of reusable. I'll have to square that angle off and go off of that, but it'll work. All right, I got the first valley rafter in. I put it up once. I temporarily screwed it there, set it down over here, and I realized that my bird's mouth was not quite cut enough, so I had to trim that down. Now it runs across good, and I'm ready to go. That can get nailed in, all anchored. I'm gonna work on the other valley rafter on that side, and then all of these individual rafters can come in. But we have tree work going on across the street, so probably everything else today is going to be time-lapse. I won't be able to talk because it's going to be too loud. Well, that's a wrap for today. We have all the roof framed, and then we have the whole roof sheathed, and we have the zip tape on to make it water resistant for now and just to seal all the joints. Tomorrow we're gonna hopefully get at roofing it as long as the weather permits it. And then once that happens, I'll have to wait for permit inspections and whatnot. But we're gonna end up wrapping it all in PVC and do all the trim work and everything. Get the final siding back up, but we're gonna have to order some new stuff for that. Let's go on the inside because you can't really see in there because of the shadowing. So this is the underside. We're keeping all of this vaulted and come across to the timber truss. It goes up to a cathedral transition, which I think looks awesome. And it exposes the whole timber truss. That's going to stay wood. We're not going to wrap that with PVC, but all of this, it's going to get PVC beadboard. All of this is going to get PVC wrap. These columns are going to get PVC to about right here, and then it's going to get stone below. This center column is going to get PVC all the way. The end column is going to get PVC to about right here and then stone below. So it matches the other side, or the other side will match this. Yeah, looks awesome. Very pleased with how it's coming out. Let's go back to the trailer and get a view from the very end. Yeah, that looks good.